How do you think we can go about, particularly let's look at the first one, flipping a head and a tail. How can we go about predicting the probability of that? Does anyone have an answer for that? Anyone have an answer or an idea? What's the odds if I flip 2 coins? What are the odds of one being a head and one being a tail?
50%.
50%. So we've got an idea. Why?
Because there's still one tail and one head. But it's not two different points.
What about the odds of getting 2 heads and 2 tails? Wouldn't that mean my total percentage is 150? Why do we represent with a diagram? Because I often find that in math it helps if we've got a diagram. So let's look at, on my first flip, what happens? Like either get a head or I get a. So if I flip a head on my first flip, so my first flip's in orange, my second flip I have the option of getting a head or a tail. If I flip a tail on my first flip, what are my options on my second flip? Heads or tails. They are the total number of outcomes I can get, correct? How many of those have 2 heads?
One.
Just one. So 1 out of, which is? How many of those have 2 tails? So 1 out of 4, correct? How many of those have 1 head and 1 tail? Each one of these is 1 in 4, but because we added them together, I don't want to use that, but because they come together, they equal 2 out of 4, which is 50%.
Is it 75%?
Well, what's 25% plus 50%? It's 25%. So that's what we should see, shouldn't we? We want all of our events to line up to equal 100%. Sweet. Gets a bit trickier with this one. Why? More outcomes. The probabilities aren't even, are they? What are the total number of things that can occur when we roll 2 dice? How many options do we have? 36. Because we have 6 options on one dice times the 6 options on the other dice, correct? How many of those are successes? How many of those are doubles? 6, correct? You've got 2 ones, 2 twos, 2 threes, 2 fours, 2 fives, 2 sixes. That's it, isn't it? Now we could use a tree diagram to do that, but I'm not going to today. So the odds on that are 6 over 36, which we can simplify to be 1 over 6. So you have the same odds of rolling a 6 with 1 dice as you do with rolling doubles with 2. Oh, I forgot to put this one. That is 50%. Drawing a face card in spades. This is not 2 events, is it? I'm still just drawing 1 card. Why is it tricky? 2 options. I've got to think about how many space cards in spades are there. Very good. So the answer is quite simply 3 over. Can I simplify that? I don't think so. No, I cannot. That's it. 3 over 52. Now what I'm going to get you to do? Guess.
2%.
Nice try. I'm going to get you to convert those to whatever you haven't got there as a percentage or as a fraction. You don't need decimals, but you need a percentage or a fraction for both. So my 1 on 3, that shouldn't be left as 1 on 3, that should be left as 33.3%. Practice those conversion skills. Off we go.